before me from the management company.
I respect your answer, you
Right.
said no to the first, and you do not intend on doing any of that between now and March. Fine. Recognizing that a board meeting, a new election is coming up, I submit to our fellow owners that you could argue and disagree and get angry as much as you want, but nothing's gonna happen until a new election. Be it what it may, if these three individuals run again, it is your prerogative to vote for them or not vote for them.
Simple as that.
The individuals that do posture themselves to want to run for the board, whether or not it's the current or anybody new, needs to say clearly what their intent is to try to run an organization that is almost $3.5 million. I mentioned last time when we were here together that when I moved in, it was 1.5 million. The difference between then and now, 1.5 versus 3.5. I could repeat again what I said. This building in 1968, and I'm using these numbers in general. In 1968, as in 1991
I wasn't
when I
born.
moved in, there were
I wasn't
4
born
hot
yet.
water heaters. There were 2 chillers. My numbers aren't correct, but what I'm saying is the mechanics of running this building are the same now, or close to the same, as when it was built or in 1991. How much change has there been, other than the dollars? Whoever ran this organization, this business, in 68 and 91 and 97, not a lot has changed. Well, I do change, and let me give a compliment to the board members that were in effect, that changed this lobby into something beautiful that we're proud of. Let me not shortchange. But look, it's the dollars and cents that we have to focus on, folks. Whether it's these individuals or the new ones that come in March, the dollars and cents. Some in our neighbors look at the numbers as they are now and say, we used to have X amount in reserves. You know, one thing that I still scratch my head, now this is a personal item. I don't know if somebody wants to buy my unit, to tell them what the maintenance is on that unit and what is I call it the bingo number. That number that we have to come up with because of statute, not because of you guys, right? So, how many people here actually know what their maintenance is? And if it's the same size unit as mine, tell me. I'm not reading it. What's your opinion?
922, and I write 2 checks every month. One for assessment, reserve, and one for maintenance.
Which brings up to the question, and thank you for bearing with me for more than 2 minutes. When we go to the KW site right now, which I did the other day, and I wanted to make a payment already for February, okay? It said special assessment and assessment. Neither of the assessment and special assessment, I don't know if anybody's looked at that lately. I believe those were the words. Neither one of the, who is it that collects the money? Anybody remember? No, the Click and Pay thing?
Yeah, click and pay.
Thank you, Click and Pay. So Click and Pay shows assessment and then special assessment. Why did the word maintenance go away? Frankly, it's confusing to me. Implying that either there's a special assessment or no, the word reserve, does it say reserve? No, in the KW website.
Just says maintenance.
We have maintenance.
It doesn't say maintenance. I went to it yesterday. If I wanted to pay right now, it doesn't show anywhere maintenance. So I suggest maybe you could talk to the KW people or whoever manages that to indicate whether something is maintenance or a special assessment. Because this is going to continue in March after the new budget. So I submit to you for consideration. I've had more than 2 minutes. In general, these are my thoughts, but remember, okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I don't have anything else to say. Absolutely. Hello.
How you doing? I'm only gonna take a very short amount of time. I know the job on the board is challenging, and I know everyone before they ran is aware of that. I think our biggest problem, at least my biggest problem, and all the neighbors I'm talking to is, we went and we supported most of us supported all the board members that were present on the board. And they all promised us, the owners, they would do certain things. Look at and replace KW, okay? Make sure we know what's going on with our money, what's happening with our finances, how much money do we have in our maintenance account, how much money do we have in our reserve account, how much money do we have in our assessment account? All these things that are very critical to us, and they all promised us to do that. And yet, every time we come to a meeting, it's over 9 months now, there was never a vote amongst this current board to replace KW. So you all lied to us about that. We haven't got a report exactly where our money's going. I asked multiple times. We send one check in to Click and Pay. How do they split that up? How much money is going into our maintenance? How much money is going into our reserve? Can't get an answer. Asked many, many times. The other problem we have with the current board is, most of the time, no one's here. Okay, there's no presence here. You get something on the computer, no one hears anything. Okay, so I don't know why you made a commitment to run for the board and help your building. You're an owner, and yet I feel like you all lied to us. And that's why we're having the issue today. We want to get people on the board that's going to do the right thing and stop lying to us and stop trusting KW when we can't get an answer. We all know that. Carlos is in the office. Anytime he asks a question, he gave it directions like it was a game. Go to this site, go to this site, go to this site. Never gave me an answer. We need answers, and this is why everyone's upset. So please reconsider this petition and try to act on it very fast. Thank you.
I'd like to say something. I'm George McComb. I'm in 9T. I've been here for 12 years, and you know, when maintenance fees were $835 or even cheaper than that, you know, I didn't mind paying, and I saw things that went on in this building and this management, you know, constant change in KW, different people coming in, different security, the maintenance man. I saw a lot of things I didn't agree with. I thought the building was mismanaged. Different boards came in, people don't live here, they're not here all the time. But you know, now my maintenance fees are $2,738. So I you know, I had to sell my place. It breaks my heart to do it, but I wanted to sell my place. I refused to give $2,700 to people that are mismanaging my money. It's just a business decision. And I'm not, you know, financial wizard. I'm not a lawyer. I'm a stupid roofer from New York, but I watch my money, and I don't want to give my money anymore to people that are mismanaging. There's no, you can't get any answers. How long are we going to pay this? Different things, and you know, the one woman's right. This is a business, and you can't come to the board and not be here for 9 months and not, you know, do your job. We're all giving you money, and we're giving you a lot of money. I come down, I can't use the pool. There's dog piss on the side of the door over here. It's like the projects. And it's, you know, I had to sell the place. It breaks my heart, you know. And in a year and a half, my unit went from, I could have got high 5s, and I'm in the low 4s now. This is a crisis mode.
Next year it's going to be 300.
Yeah, this is a crisis mode. You don't know, we wasted 9 months already with this board. Rachel, sometimes, yes, she could be a pain in the ass. But these girls have been working their ass off, getting, signatures and everything, because it's a crisis. We got no more time to wait here. These people are spending good money in this building and getting shitty results. And for me, it breaks my heart, but I'm out Friday, my closing, and all I can say is I hope the guy that's buying it wasn't on Zoom today. Because this is, this is crisis mode. We need change, and we need it now. We thought we were gonna get it in March, we didn't get it. And I'm glad these women stepped up and are doing something. Thanks.
Keep stepping up too. Not back down.
Next year.
All, and pilot, you're all considering resigning if you don't like the position. Replace other people that are gonna do something.
Okay, just a quick thought. On number 4 was nomination of interim board vacancy position. We were getting to that, and then Rachel jumped in. The whole idea in our mind, of this petition that was signed by 150-ish people. And I'm looking at it, the recall of Carol. Okay, everybody wanted Carol off the board. She was never around. She never signed anything. She never did anything. So we were all in agreement on that. She would have been out by Friday, and obviously she resigned. So that was fine. But the other things on here where you have elect Rose Fody on the board and all the other things, this can't be done by owners. This is only done by the board.
It can be done by owners if you allow it.
I'm talking.
Sorry, but it can't be.
Okay, so according to the rules of what you have here, all of these other items, and by the way, I sent it to the attorney today, as Rachel maybe will admit or not. And I sent them to the attorney to get his opinion, not ours to broadcast it, but to get the attorney's opinion of the rest of the items on here. So it was sent to the attorney vendor this afternoon, because I wanted to get clarification, because I don't know about all of these from the legality point of view. So it was sent out, and obviously, hopefully by Monday.
We did it last week. You could have sent it out last week.
The attorney has had all that since Monday. We had meetings with our attorney on Monday. Didn't he discuss all those other items?
I
Because
wasn't
he did with
I
us.
wasn't in a meeting with you.
Not with me, but you were with Stacy.
That's the only thing.
So-
we could've
Stop acting like you don't know what's on it.
We didn't want to do this.
I sent it to him, that I had the office send it to him today to get
He's had it
clarification.
since last
You
Thursday,
didn't hear
Paul.
what I just said. I understand that, but I sent to him because I want an answer to these from his perspective, not from our perspective. So, once we have that, then we can have a meeting and clarify a lot of things. But that was the purpose of this, that we have to choose who we want on the board.
Well, you should be listening to the members' ones. That's what I'm trying
But
to
it's up to
say.
the board to decide, I
You should be
understand.
listening to the 150 people that wanted Rose to be chosen.
Right.
That's what you should be listening to. And that's what I said in multiple emails this week.
Nobody said that we didn't want to listen. Nobody said that. I said that
I don't know.
respectfully, that we studied the membership agreement. But, and you guys didn't let me speak and say why we're choosing Joanna. There is a reason for that, okay? And the reason is, number one, and it's the most important thing right now that is coming up is the budget.
Absolutely.
Right. And who is knowledgeable about the budget and numbers? Joanna. Nobody from us. And Joanna, for those of you that didn't know, we worked with Joanna 2 years ago, when we did,
On the budget.
on the budget,
The last budget.
yes, a secondary budget. I just don't remember the right word. So she's very experienced in this.
That it didn't pass.
Well, it didn't pass because the special meeting was canceled by the previous board. We didn't have a chance to have a special meeting. So, don't please interrupt. Please don't interrupt. And Gerthian said, if I may say you chose us, and we are the ultimate governing body of this
You broke the
association.
law.
Until
You
March.
just broke the
Okay,
law.
okay.
No.
So, and for that reason, we can choose anybody that can be helped for our association. It's not personal matter, it's a business matter, as Joanna said. So, we need this, we definitely need this, and the budget is coming late. I don't know the reason why. Maybe Carlos, because was Carlos on vacation?
Because you don't have control of your management company, that's
well,
why.
Well,
And you're the board.
and we
You're the
had
vice
issues
president.
with the previous budget, as you can remember. It was delayed and delayed and delayed, so now we don't want that. We don't want that, nobody wants that. And let me address Jimmy. Jimmy, sorry, I wanna respond to your comments. Not the whole board, Jimmy, promised that we're gonna change the management. No, only a couple of us.
Okay, even if a couple.
So,
It's nine,
well,
When was the first vote on that board to
Well,
decide? Never.
well,
So you lied to us.
okay, no, we didn't like
You
you.
lied.
No, Jimmy, we didn't like you. So now we're coming into an agreement, okay? So it will be a next, board meeting, and we're gonna have that agenda because we promised in October's, board meeting, we promised that we're gonna put, the management discussion, on board meeting.
No, but it's 9 months, you promised before you got elected. And what's taking you 9 months to change your
Well-
mind this way, this way?
Because he has
Well,
fallen
it's
in
not-
line
it's
with
not-
KW
it's
now.
not
He
easy.
is falling in line.
These are
with
the-
them.
On the table.
You guys have to stop with the conspiracy theory.
Well, I heard it
Okay.
this morning, Pavlik, I heard it
Oh my God.
from behind the doors.
No, this is.
May I ask,
Pavlik is complacent now with KW.
no, may I please ask a question? As far as our attorney fees, every time one of you decides, because like, I heard both of you just say, we need to call the attorney, we need to call the attorney. Okay, well, I'm asking about how our attorney fees work and who is privileged to actually engage our attorney that is costing us money every time. So that is, yeah, okay, because I mean, obviously this came out like a week and a half ago. Maybe that should have been discussed before Friday night and you guys were both,
It was.
okay.
It
But,
was.
are we on a contingency basis with, Better Polikoff or?
No, what do you mean confused? No,
I've,
we pay.
by the hour.
Oh.
So every time
Correct.
anybody from the board contacts the attorney, we are getting charged. Shouldn't there be somebody that oversees that? So not everybody is contacting the attorney?
Not everybody, it goes through Paul.
It goes to Paul and our property manager, but today Joellen was having a closed door behind the wall meeting with our attorney. Paul was not there, he was not on speakerphone, and I happened to walk in the office and hear it. So now I guess the district manager has the authority to have consults with our attorney.
Yes, it is normal. The lawyer
Without
confirmed.
anybody present, and I asked to be there.
Why should he be present? Why?
Why should he?
Okay, go ahead,
It's
Bernice.
a suggestion. There are such things as forensic auditors, accountants. We should hire one instead of worrying about the money. Get an independent person.
Yes.
Not KW's auditors. Get an independent person to look over all of our finances. It will do us well in the long run. It has nothing to do with saying the board is good or the board is bad, or KW is good or KW is bad. Well, that's editorializing, but anyhow, it's a good thing if we would have a forensic auditor go through our books, tell us what is wrong and what is right.
Thank you, it's very good, it's a very good idea, she's an outsider. Sometimes we need an outsider to help overlook what we had here currently, it's not working. So if we have an outsider, as Jay mentioned, I think it's important, right? I mean, that we have somebody who's not favoring one side or the other, right? So that's an excellent idea. It may cost us a couple $1,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. What's that gonna save us in the long run? And for the peace of mind that we don't have at this moment. Our minds are so scattered and so upset. So unfortunately, you're getting a lash out. But we have to latch out to somebody, and that's our board.
Can hear.
I was on the board for 11 years. And I know what it's like for somebody to come at you, but for 4 years, we had to restructure our whole community. We are in the same position as what we are, your community, my now community is in. Disarray, upside down, in arrears. Everything was so messed up. I'm like, what did I walk myself into? Took us 4 years to get on our feet. This is not gonna be changed overnight. Know this, please. We are in such debt. We have contractors without contracts. We have money